with a top 16 deck profile with Marcus Alexander Hayden, and he was playing Burning Abyss, and he did really well this event. And I'd like him to go ahead and introduce himself.
The 2015 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship qualifier.
This would happen.
This is fine. We go.
Alright.
So, we'll start with the main deck. We have one tour guide, obviously, one map
In
position,
6th place,
one Paro,
and
and Paro is just really good because it outs floodgates. Like, if I need to hit their mistake, like in like a Shadal or Burning Abyss mirror, I can, or I can use it for Royal Decrees, or even like the Jin Lock is also really good against. For the one of BAs, I just play Barbar.
in 2nd place, Justin
For two ofs, I play two Farfa. This card's really stupid good. And two Rubik, even though I only play one Virgil, but that's because you only really go into one Virgil, and then you can just recycle it with this guy. So, yeah, 3 Seer, and obviously 3 Grab, 3 Storm. The original crew
see you
Burning
again
Abyss.
at another Yu-Gi-Oh! Event in the future.
And then we got 2 spells, just Foolish and Raigeki. If I could play any more, it would be Dark Hole, because I got savaged really hard in my second feature match against Matt Kalinda in top 16. He had double Dark Hole, and it just, yeah, destroyed everything. For my trap cards, 3 Fiend Reaping. This is the best trap card in the deck. Like, had this card not been a thing, I would not play this deck, because it's an engine starter, and it completely just can make your opponent neg 1 and you +1 because you're sending like a Graf, Scrom, or Seer. And by doing so, if a card becomes an instant +2 and it's putting your opponent further behind, like, there's no reason that card should be played as a 3-0. 2 Mistake for the Necros matchup. Kind of wish I had 3 because I just played so many and always wish I had it. It's good against Satellas and Quills too. 2 Mind Crush. I like it at times. Like, when I want to play on the offensive, I love Mind Crush, but when I'm playing defensively, I don't like it very much at all, because a good Necros player will make sure they get the Shrew It in their hand before they like Kaleidoscope or something, so even or even like Cycle or just anything, because that way they can just they still lose a card, but they end up plussing. And yeah, I just don't like 1-for-1s that are iffy, and plus you have to have something in hand, which I mean you normally do. Okay. 2 Breakthrough. Wish this was at 3, because Unicorn all day long, and Diamond because I versed 7 Necros total, and then 3 Satellas, 2 Shadals, and a BA. I think that's it. 2 Karma Cut. This match rarities. This is the best against Necros and Burning Abyss, but it's not as good in some other matchups. Like against Quills, I'd rather have like the Wing Blast or the Raigeki Break, because it's more so their pendulum skills that scare me, because you can hit like one of their monsters, but the graveyard effect has like nothing. And yeah, so this and this just messed up the pendulum scales. So I played 5 discard traps, which is a little more than what most people did. But in a long-term event, I wanted variety, because I thought had I been playing Necros, Quills, Satellas, like, some are better for different matchups. Obviously, these are better against Necros, but some, like, this is better against Satellanite or Quill, because, yeah, you just hit the Scout when they activate, or you hit the Call to Haunted. So, for the other one-ofs, we have Torrential, Soul Morning. On my live stream, I open this every single game against the Shadal player, and I managed to win game 1 and 3 because they just shut down his Shadal Fusion. And in one round, my opponent had trished me while I didn't have a board, and this is my only set, and he was just going to OTK me, and I resolved this, and he had the card in hand, and I top decked Tour Guide and just blew him out after that. It was kind of funny. Skill Drain, because it doesn't allow anyone else to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, you have Asset Golem. So, Crush card. In my top 64 match, I crush carded a Necros player for 5 cards, 3 Valk, his Unicorn after summoning it, and when he searched off the Herald, he added Brio, so yeah, it was really good. 1 Vandy's, obviously, and only 1 Fire Lake, I always sided against Necros because it's just, you can't keep your BAs on board. You always have to go into downer because you can't take the chance of them having like being able to trish you and stuff. So yeah. Extra deck. 3 Dantes. My boy Trey here lending me that German Dante.
Oh, you see it?
Helping me out right there. It's beautiful.
Because you don't want to buy another
Got work
one.
in all day. Yeah, I'm a bum. I bummed a lot of this. My friend Dan helped me build it. Oh, well, you helped me. My friend Dominic helped me build the deck, but Dan actually helped me get the cards. We got 1 Ghost Rickello card. Stalls, it's amazing. 1 number 49 Fortune Tune. 1 number 20. Yeah, Giga Brilliant. Yeah. Honestly, I never went into that. Or actually, I did once. I lied. I just did it because we were in time and it had to get hit over 3 times. I didn't even care about the life gain. It didn't matter. I was too far ahead. And did that once and allo card multiple times. Nightmare Shark. The danger zone's real with Barbar because 2900. Like, you just burn your opponent down so quick. That combo alone made me want to play Ring of Destruction because the quicker you can get your opponent in that range, the quicker you can just end the game really fast.
I love Ring of Destruction.
1 wind-up Zenmains. 1 MechWarp Engineer.
You can out Trish with Alich.
Yeah, this just lets you dodge Valk and stuff, so it's nice. And in time, you can just protect monsters. Double, I've made 2 one game, and that was my round before top 64. I had skill drained and went into one of them, and he mirror forced, and I got Wrath and Seer Effect, summon, attack tag, main phase 2. I just made another one, and yeah, and then I just blew my opponent out after that. And 3 Downard, because you have to, even though I really dislike this card. I never want to go into it because it prevents you from making plays you want to make. But yeah, you have to play 3. So, and then 1 Virgil. I wish I kind of played 2, but it never came up, so I'm glad I played 1. That's extra deck. Side deck. The Poor Man's Galaxy Cyclone. This is kind of better sometimes actually though, because when you draw the Galaxy Cyclone, I'd rather have this. Even though the Galaxy Cyclone can pop 2, it allows you to dodge vanities, and you can also, like in the Satellanite and Core matchup, this card's just infinitely better hitting their pendulum scales, because if they're going to do something that threatens you, it's normally during their turn, and Galaxy Cyclone doesn't allow you to do stuff. But had I had Galaxy Cyclone, just because it outs floodgates and still background stuff, I'd play it. The other Fire Lake for the Satella and Quill, and also Rogue, this just blows out Rogue. 2 Fairwind, kind of makes sense. 2 Chaos Trapple. When I went first against Necros, I'd side this in. And when I knew I was going second, I would side in 2 of these instead. But I played 3 just because, yeah, Burning Bish, Shadow, Necros, everything's special summons. And then for the best cards, got 1 Majesty's Fiend, triple Vandies. I wish I just played more of this, because every match I played other than against Satella, like against Shadal, BA, and the Necros matchup, it's like the first thing you go to, because it's just instant blowout cards. And that's it, really. I'd like to give a couple shout outs to the Gaming Goat in Naperville. That's where I live, Illinois. My friend Dominic, he and I were testing a lot on DN, actually, playing Burning Abyss. And my friend Dan as well helped me. Also, a couple other friends I'd like to mention are like Faisal, Matt Kalinda for beating me. I hope he wins this event. Trey Faircloth, obviously, for lending me that beautiful Dante. We'll just lay that out real quick. Dude, it's literally the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And though I did not get to Japan this year, I am extremely excited. I got this mat, all these prizes, and the Ascension Derby.
Thanks for the profile, man, and I'd like to congratulate you, and I'm glad I actually got to let you use the Dante, even though I didn't know it was going to you at first, but thanks, Dan.
I had to hook him up.
He did hook him up. All right, thanks.